Oh, hi, grandmothers, mothers, aunties, cousins, nieces, friends. I attended another retirement party today and I laughed. This guy was really funny. He made a quote from Dr. Seuss. You know, the animated character Dr. Seuss, the children's book that has been shared through generations and generations. Well, he made a quote. He says, "Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened." And I tell you, that was one of the funniest retirement parties I have ever been to. And I thought about Dr. Seuss and all the other children's novels that I had shared with my two daughters over the years, and how I even went and borrowed another book that was on my mind so that I could save it for the grandchildren, thinking that it may not be in publication anymore, may not be able to find it. But nevertheless, I get on back to the van, end of the day, and still thinking about Dr. Seuss and how funny he was. I thought about my two children. God had blessed me with two daughters. And I was thinking, as I was in my childbearing years, how I wanted to have four altogether. I just thought maybe two boys, two girls. But nevertheless, we're not in control of that. But one thing, ladies, I wrote about thing number one and thing number two. Thing number one, that's the eldest daughter. Thing number two, the youngest daughter. Now, I had these girls 14 months apart, meaning that when my eldest daughter was 5 months old, I found out that I was about 6 weeks pregnant with the second child. I was not wanting to be a mother again so quick. I was hoping at least 2 to 3 years in age difference. But hey, it happened and I understand. As they say, later in life, you understand it better by and by. Nevertheless, I was thinking about each of their personalities. And thing number one, she was a leader. When she was a little girl, I saw the leadership abilities in her because she would choose her friends after a good observation of them. She wasn't one that will, new kids came in the neighborhood, she would go and introduce herself. No, she would observe, and then if it was a person she wanted, a child she wanted as a friend, then she would engage. But other than that, this girl chose her friend. She never, how can I say it? Let anybody choose the friendship they wanted with her. She had leadership abilities where I could tell her I wanted something done by the time I got in from work, and it would be done. She never wanted any problems. Never, ever, ever. No problems, just get it done, whether she wanted to or not. She never wanted to disappoint me. Sometimes they say your strongest prayers are sometimes the ones that go unanswered. As I was raising these children, I realized I was going to be a single mom for a very long time, and I was glad that I only had the two. So, with that closeness of age, I said, okay, that turned out to be a blessing because there was really no gap. This one's in third grade, the next one's in fourth grade, whatever. That one's having a birthday, the next one's going to have a birthday in another 6 months or so. No problem. But nevertheless, you count your children as a blessing. Thing number two was a shock because I got pregnant with an IUD. Eventually, we found the IUD, and thing number two stayed right there. Thing number two, she was the type of personality, child, that she just followed the crowd. She just did not put up no uproar. Whatever the crowd, way they were going, she was going that way. Now, if by chance I told her I needed something done by the time I got in from work, the thing that she needed to do was being done as I walked in the door. She waited to the last minute at all times. But hey, she, excuse me, she was a very loving child in the fact that she didn't talk much. She wasn't a talker. Most of the time, she was silent. And as a single mom, you got to have a balance. You can't have one talking all the time and the other one talking all the time. You got to have a balance. So thing number two, she loved to read. And she was, let's see, how can I explain? She wasn't one that really cared for dolls and the girly stuff until she became older in life. Then she really did like the nail polish and the earring varieties and all that kind of stuff. I can say this one thing though. Out of each of their personalities, they benefited my life because I had one that I could definitely depend on. She was the one who gave me the 3 grandchildren, and that's thing number one. Thing number two is a prayer warrior. She reads the Bible. She knows the Bible. You can depend on her to lift your name up in prayer. That she's going to do. So yes, we enjoyed going to the library. We will walk there. And we also walked to church. The car had broken down and I didn't have the means to fix the car. And I told them, we're going to have to walk to the bus stop. Those girls were so angry because all the other kids on the street were not walking to church. They got a chance on Sunday to get up and go outside and play all day. Well, my girls were going to be raised in the church. They were going to be raised like I were. So what happened, I would put them on the best of clothes because back in the day, I mean, you had the socks with the ruffles on it, patent leather white, patent leather black. I mean, they were strutting their stuff walking down the street. And you could see the kids looking at them and sometimes people looking out their window because by faithfulness, every Sunday we would go to church. Why not? Nevertheless, as they got older, they grumbled and complained, didn't want their friends to see them at the bus stop in church clothes. No, I don't want my friends to see me at the bus stop in church clothes. Well, that's the rule. When you get older, you can do what you want to do. But no, we're going to go to church. Imagine the witness that those children gave. Even though they murmured and complained, each step the Lord said, then this is what I'm thinking. Each step those little girls' feet took, the Lord said, I'm saving that for a day she needs me. I'm saving that for a day she needs me. I'm saving that step for a day she needs me. The daylight turned into gloom as the seasons changed, and it was a little cold, so I had depended on people to give us a ride and sometimes borrow cars or whatever to get to church. The church van broke down many a days until we got a new church van, but nevertheless, I raised them in the way they should go. And because they're older now and they're grown, crying because it's over. As Dr. Seuss says, smile because it happened. God bless you. Thing number one. Thing number two. God bless you, ladies. And we will see you in a couple of more days. Have a great day. Bye-bye.